Lakshmi'S Beauty Corner, and as you know from this video's title, this is of course my 2024 January Plan With Me bullet journal setup. And the theme that I took forward this month was clouds. I've always wanted to do something with clouds, and so I just went for this time. I hope you'll enjoy this video, and you can check out the posts on my Instagram account at Letters and Bujo with Priya. Let's get into the video without further ado. So this video is sped up, and that's my inspo, the clouds. So first of all, I went with the quotes page, which is just these brush strokes of hues, cloud hues, as you could see, this blue hues. So I went with the darker blue, and then went for a cerulean kind of blue, and then for sky kind of blue. So that's, while that dries, I also did the opposite side of that corner, which is on the right bottom. So here I just stroked it out so you could really see the brush strokes, so natural and authentic. So while I waited for these two to dry, I went with the cover page, which even though I applied this tape, I painted out of that boundary, but that's okay, mistakes happen. I planned to cover it up at the end of it. So I'm also going for this blend. I tried my best to blend here. So that's that, and I didn't want to peel it if it wasn't dry yet. So I just went in for the clouds next. So I took this old makeup eyeshadow brush and just used it as my clouds brush. I always do actually. So that's that. So first I went with the white, and then I went for the gray kind of shadow or something on those clouds. And while that dries, I came back to the code page as it has dried now, and I went in for the clouds once again. So some white and a little bit of gray if possible. So that's that. And then once again you can see those grays coming in. I think it adds some texture to it, this paint. So while I wait for this to dry, I am using a sticky note and some A4 color paper to just lay out these and just have some fun with it. I always wanted to try layering paper, and this is the first time I tried, and it turned out to be a really fun experience. I'm looking forward to more in the future. So I'm just lettering my quote here. I just had some paper in the case I didn't want it to bleed through the other page. So the quote is basically, the sky is not the limit, your mind is. So that's the quote. And as you could see, I just went in alternating the colors between the lines basically. And I loved how they turned out so vibrant, and just in love with it actually. So I thought of using the alternative colors for the shadows, but I just went with black and grey in the end. So black for the lighter blue, sky blue, and that ultramarine blue is gonna get a shadow of grays. And I did not want it to be perfect. It could have some imperfections, and that's totally alright. So after I added the shadows, I went to draw the clouds on those layered papers. So that's basically it. And I'm just drawing it. I thought of doing white pen on the the ultramarine blue, and black pen on the sky blue. But I didn't really follow the rule quite here on the bottom left. But on the right and the other pages, I used to follow that rule. So as you can see, black on the lighter color, white on the darker color, as you could see basically. So just drawing these clouds. Then I just went in for some other clouds and the extras. Now I moved on to the cover page as I finished with the code page. So I'm just basically writing Jan, just 3 letters, because I just had that much space for it. Then I thickened it up and wanted to go with this cloudy kind of font, clouds type font. So that's what I basically tried to do here. So once that was done, I just once again just peeled it all, and then just had some layers of paper to cover up those little imperfections we got there. I would have honestly let it like that, but I just wanted to have some more layering on. So just sticking this paper and just cutting it out, snipping it. So that's basically going on there. So as you could just see, this is just me trying to layer all the sorts of paper here. So that's what I'm basically doing. So yeah, little ones, big ones, all sorts of paper layering here. So this one, for the bigger ones, I wanted to go with like a cloud type themed for the the darker color paper. As you can see, cloud shaped. That should be the correct word for it, huh? So yeah, and once again I drew clouds, and I outlined it for the darker ones with the white pen first, and then drew clouds inside those. So that's basically that. So as you could see, I've just drawn the clouds with the white pens, and then for the lighter blue ones I went in with the black pen as usual, as you could see. So that's all that. So just drawing these clouds once again. I'm repeating the same word throughout many times here. So basically done with that cover page, and just went on to the next page, which was basically my habit tracker and words in Jan. This is a new initiative that I taken this year. And then finally goals in that specific month, so goals in Jan. So I just went and cut some paper and wrote habits tracker, and basically drop shadowed it and draw it to hand, like draw it by hand without the scale. It didn't turn out that well, so I just added some lines to make it look much better. Then I stuck some paper, rectangle pieces, so I could just have this habit tracker for the month. So which was basically, first one was basically study PCM slash CS. So which was basically physics, chemistry, maths and computer science daily. Like not that possible, but I have to try because this is really academic important moments for me. The second one was read a page of a book, which I haven't been successful in the last year, so I'm trying this year. And the final one is workout. So yeah, then my next one, as I told you, is words in Jan, where I basically write a word that I know each of in January. And finally, goals in Jan, just some specific academic goals, would be mostly maybe some personal goals. It could be anything possibly. So I just drew some clouds, just cloud out thing, not literal clouds in any way. Then I went for the weekly spreads. So I divided it into 6. Since I started this on Jan 1st, I had to do only from 2nd. So it was perfectly alright for me. Then I went in with some glue and literally punched out some color paper alternatively, and just this dotted dotted paper here, as you could see. Yeah, so that's those. So then I wrote in the cloudy font once again, which was basically all the days of the week. So that's that. And I also did the other weeks, and then I'll be writing the days, the number basically. So the date, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had made a mistake by writing said Thursday once again. So I had to go back and correct it, as you could see here. And I just did all the weekly splits. So far, let's go for a final flip through of it. So I love how this code page and cover page turned out so vibrant and just so of my work that I've done. Next one was the habits tracker, words in Jan, goals in Jan, and then the weekly splits, as you could see. For the next weekly splits, I just went crazy with my hands control. So yeah, that's the end of it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.